Hi, I'm Kathy Rowe, and this stretch is great at the end of the day. It helps you relax, feel elongated, and ready for bed or just a relaxing evening. We're going to need a strap, so if you don't have a yoga strap or a stretching strap, that's okay. I just use my husband's pink necktie. He'll never miss it. So grab a strap, a belt, a necktie, and I'll meet you right back here. We're going to be laying on our back supine for this whole stretch. And I just like to have a pillow. So grab a pillow, grab your strap, and let's get relaxed. We're going to start with a position that has your feet apart, pigeon-toed, and then your knees come together. So it looks kind of like this. Well, it looks exactly like that. So pigeon-toed, knees together, arms crossed over your chest. Now this just opens up the back a little bit. It opens up the sacrum, and we're going to just take 2 very deep breaths there. From there, we want to go the opposite way, so we're going to open the arms onto the floor, and then the legs come together. This is sometimes called frog. You know the position. And then let everything open. The hips just fall open. Chin is down. Arms are open. And we'll take 2 deep breaths here. Legs close up, and we're going to take just one leg into your chest. And when you bring that knee in, you might feel like lifting up your chin, but try to keep the chin down, the back of the neck long. And we'll just take a deep breath there. This leg that you're holding on to, we're just going to start stirring a little circle or 2 in one direction, and then take that stir in the other direction. Here's where we grab onto our strap. You're just going to take it over your foot and then stretch that leg out. Now, it does not matter if your leg is up here. What matters is your leg is straight. So we'll do this again at the end, and you'll find you get a little improvement, but we just want to make sure that the leg is straight, because it's hard. You can't stretch it with a bent knee, you know? So wherever you need to go to keep this leg straight. And then little by little, we just let it come up, taking deep breaths. Now we are going to be doing some static stretching or held stretching with deep breathing. So wherever you can hold it without it bending, that's where you hold it. Chin stays down, shoulders stay on the floor, and just take some deep breaths. Going on a little bit more, the leg that's bent, we're going to start to straighten it. It's okay if this leg is down here. Wherever you need to be to have 2 straight legs, that's what we want to do. So now both legs are straight, shoulder blades are down, and deep breaths. Now you can feel how both of your shoulder blades are on the floor, right? And both of your hips are on the floor. So without tipping off of your hips, we want to keep them both down, and the shoulders. Hold the strap just with one arm. Let that leg open up a little bit, but not so much that you tip off. So just a little bit open to the side with a deep breath. And then back to the top, change arms. Put one arm in the opposite direction of how your leg is going and just cross it over. Just a little bit. You're going to feel that IT band. Ooh, it's always tight. And holding. So if it doesn't go over very far, that's okay. You see my bottom leg? It stayed in the same place. I don't want to fall over. We want to anchor down through this thigh and bottom foot so that we get the stretch in that IT band. Everything back to the center. Take off your strap, both knees to the chest, and just a little rock. Let's take both feet to the floor. One knee in. And we'll take those little circles on this side. Shoulder blades are down, your neck and head are relaxed, and then shoulders stay down as the circles go the other way. In other words, we're not rolling off of our shoulders. We just want the circle to be in the hip. Grabbing on to your strap over the ball of your foot. Now, it doesn't matter if it's straight up and down. It just matters if it's straight and that your chin is down and that your shoulders are down. And then little by little, we just start lifting it up. We're going to hold this stretch and breathe. One more deep breath there. Everything feeling very relaxed while we're stretching. And then if it's going to feel good to you, you take the other leg long and flex that bottom foot. So now we are stretching the Achilles tendon on that bottom ankle. The back of this thigh is pressing to the floor. This is like our anchor. The top, it doesn't matter if it's down here. It matters if it's straight. That's all that matters. Keeping the chin down. Now, if you cannot keep the chin down with this leg long, bend it a little bit because it's more important to stay straight in the spine. We can always work our way into getting that leg straight. You feel how your shoulder blades are both on the floor and your hips are both on the floor equally. This thigh is going to press down into the floor and the toes are up. That's like your anchor. So we take one arm to the side and let this leg on top slightly fall out to the side, but not enough to pull us off our hip or our anchor. Just slightly over, stretching the inside of that thigh, and then back to the top. Change hands. Now here's where we stretch the IT band. It's always tight. Now look at my bottom leg. See how it didn't collapse or fall? That's your anchor. So you are pressing that thigh against the floor as the IT band crosses over. My foot coming towards you. That IT band, it seems like it is always tight on me. So we take a deep breath there, stretching that IT band, everything back up to the top. One more deep breath there. And the knees come into the chest. Let's just take the knees to the chest and a little rock. Now, if you're doing this at the end of the day, you've probably been standing up all day, and it's great to let the fluids go the other way and stretch your legs out. So we're going to take both legs up to the top as much as you can, holding on with your strap. Now, as you see my feet, as you flex the feet and the toes come more towards your face, it stretches out the calf, the Achilles tendon, and then it just gives our fluids a chance to go the other way from the gravity that has been pulling them all day as we've been standing. Let's just take a deep breath here. Now both hands have the strap, and we open the legs a little bit into a straddle. So my legs have come apart. See? Legs have come apart, and we're holding that straddle with the band. Now, if you like, and if you've got the flexibility for it, you can let go of the band, open into a straddle, and just breathe. So while we're in the straddle, what we're concerned about is keeping the back long and straight, the chin down, the shoulders down. If you feel like you had to crunch up your neck and your legs aren't going straight, then don't go there yet. Just stay with the strap, the open straddle with the strap. Because if we do things correctly, with the right body mechanics, we can improve. But doing them over and over incorrectly, it's like rehearsing incorrectly. We never really get the improvements that we're looking for in flexibility. So we're looking for that long neck, just holding on to the straddle. And knees come into your chest. Let's let go with that band. Knees come, bent feet on the floor. Now we're just going to stretch with a little twist. Your arms can be up like this in goalpost or all the way straight out. But do you see how your shoulder blades are down? We want to keep the shoulder blades down, the elbows on the floor. Your knees are going to go one way, but your rib cage and your head go the opposite way. And just take some deep breaths. It doesn't matter if your knees are touching the floor. It just matters that we try to keep the shoulder blades on the floor and the elbows on the floor. Let's come back to the center. Other way, just holding with some deep breaths. So your knees go one way, your rib cage and your head go the other way. Just holding the shoulders, holding the elbows on the floor. It doesn't matter if your knees touch the floor. You see, mine don't. Because what matters is that we keep our shoulders stable so that the twist comes all below the waist. Back up to the center. We're just going to end kind of like we began, opening the legs back into frog. It's called Baddha Konasana in yoga. And arms open, taking that deep breath. Let's stay for 3 deep breaths. Your legs should feel a little bit more open now that they did at the beginning. One more deep breath, and as you exhale, see if you can just let the thighs open up and the knees drop a little bit more. Our last stretch. Legs go long one way, arms the other. We're going to pull in opposite directions. Just flexing and pointing down at the ankles. Arms stretch above your head. Now I don't want to just leave you down here for the end, so we're going to bend the knees, hold on behind the thighs if you like, and roll up. Sitting tall, let's take a deep breath in and relax. And we are all ready for a loosey-goosey, nice, relaxing evening. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'd appreciate it so much if you'd hit that subscribe button and also the little bell so the next time I release a video, you'll be the first to know. Until we meet again, my friends, let's remember that motion is lotion, and keep moving.